Okay, hello, hi. I am Dinesvaran Durairaj. Okay, my metric number is 258979. Okay, today I would like to present about the risk assessment. Okay, what is risk assessment? Risk assessment is the process used to identify and evaluate risk. And the risk assessment is a risk quantified based on the importance or impact severity. And the risk assessment is the risk are prioritized. And then organization should perform a risk assessment to identify, analyze, and manage risks relevant to financial reporting. And risk assessment is the key step in the risk assessment process is the identifying change condition and taking necessary action. Okay, there are the few risk circumstances below, that is changes in the operating environment that impose new or change competitive pressure on the firm, and then the new personnel who have a different or inadequate understanding of internal control, and then the new or re-engineered information system that affect transaction processing, and then the lastly is the significant and rapid growth that damage existing internal control. Okay, next, these are the few risk assessment steps. Let me explain about that. The first step is the identify threats and vulnerabilities, and then we need to identify the likelihood that a risk will occur, and then the third step is identify asset values, and the fourth step is determine the risk impact of the risk, and then lastly we need to determine the usefulness of safeguard or control. Okay, these are the risk assessment approaches, which is we can divide into two categories, which is quantitative and qualitative. Okay, the the risk assessment approaches. The first one is quantitative, which is uh, numerically based and hard data, contents of hard data, and contents of financial data and objective based. Okay, and then we go to the qualitative risk assessment approaches, which is it is scenario based, and then it contains soft data and scenario oriented, and also it is subjective based data. Okay, and then we go to the further explanation of the quantitative risk assessment. Okay, single loss expectancy, which is means total loss expectancy from a single incident, and then the annual rate of occurrence, which means number of times an incident is expected to occur in a year, and then the third one is annual loss expectancy, expected loss for a year. Okay, the below is the equation for the quantitative risk assessment. Okay, the single loss expectancy times by the annual rate of occurrence equals to annual loss expectancy. Okay, the next is we go to the qualitative risk assessment. Okay, I will explain further about the qualitative risk assessment. Okay, the first one is probability. Probability probability is means likelihood a threat will exploit a vulnerability, and impact, which means negative result if a risk occurs. Okay, the below is the equation for the qualitative risk assessment. Okay, risk level equals to the probability times by impact. Okay, next we go to the importance risk assessment. Okay, risk assessment will give the if is the part of the overall risk management process, and it helps you evaluate controls, and it also support decision making, and risk assessment can help organization remain in the compliance. Okay, these are the type of hazards. Okay, let me explain of what is hazard. Okay, hazard is the ha- potential for harm or an adverse effect. Okay, the below is the type of hazard. Okay, let me explain about the work practices hazard. Okay, work practices hazard occurs from the poor design business process and then the inadequate resource to support the work practices, which is causes the negative impact to the productivity, consistency, cycle time, and activity rate, and other measures. Okay, and then the participant hazards. Participant hazards occurs when inadequate skill and understanding and inability or unwillingness to work together to resolve conflicts, which affects the mismatches between the characteristic of participant and requirement of the processes. Okay, the next is information hazard. Okay, information hazard occurs when inadequate info quality and inadequate info accessibility, inadequate information presentation, and inadequate information security, which affects the participant frustration and information loss or theft, natural disasters, and by criminal information systems threats, virus, and malware. Okay, the next is technology hazard. Okay, technology hazard is caused by hardware or software contain serious bugs that could degrade work system efficiency or effectiveness, which may affect the hardware and software. Okay, and then we go to the environment hazard. Okay, environment hazard occurs when inconsistent with the organization culture and then the lack of fit with the demands of surrounding environments, which causes the diminished work system performance due to the lack of support or effort drained by the environment of related issues. Okay, lastly we go to the strategic hazard. Okay, strategic hazard occurs when the mismatches of work system with organization strategy and then the inadequate work system strategy for accomplishing its goals, and it causes ineffective work system performance. Okay, next. Okay, let me explain about the cloud backup. Okay, cloud backup is the is a backup application copies data and stores it on a different media or another storage system for easy access in the event of a recovery situation. Okay, and then it also built around a client software application that runs on a schedule determined by the purchase level of a service and customer requirements. Okay, this cloud backup is divided by three categories, which is backing up directly to the public cloud. Okay, let me explain about the backing up directly to the public cloud. Okay, backing up directly to the public cloud is the one way to store organization resources is by duplicating resources in the public cloud, and then it also provides the destination of safekeeping for data, and then it also capable of interfacing with the cloud storage service, and this method entails writing data directly to the cloud providers. Okay, and then the next is backing up to a service provider. Okay, let me explain about this. Okay, this is the organization writes data to a cloud service provider that offers backup services in a managed data center, and then it also backup software that the company uses to send its data to service may be provided as part of the service. And let me explain about the cloud to cloud backup. What is C to C backup? Okay, it is a data created using a software as a service, which is called SaaS application. Okay, and then cloud to cloud backup service copies data from one cloud to another cloud. Okay, finally, I explain about the online cloud backup system. Okay, what is that? Okay, it is made from the local backup copy, saving time and transmission costs. Okay, okay. The next slide will be presented by my team members. Okay, thank you from me.